When it comes to achievement hunting, a lot of people often talk about the most difficult achievements to unlock. Those achievements might require completing tasks that only the most skilled players can do, finding obscure solutions that often require some sort of guide or help to figure out, or doing things that no one else thinks of doing. And for Osu's achievements, they are no different. We've already talked about the most difficult medal in the entire game, which is the 10-star FC medal, as well as the most obscure achievement in the game. But what about the opposite side of the spectrum? In every single game that offers achievements, there are easy achievements to unlock alongside the difficult ones. In fact, some achievements in these games are so piss easy, even basic actions are rewarded with an achievement of sorts. Achievements like these are aimed towards newer players to give them the rush of accomplishment, just like how we would all receive rewards for answering basic math questions in elementary school. Good times. Remember when we all started out playing Osu and we were showered in medals just for playing the game? We all have to start somewhere, and those medals are a great way to get people hooked on the game. With every single difficult medal in the game, there is an easy one to accompany it. But that begs the question, what is the easiest medal to unlock in Osu? There are a few medals that come to mind. Let's think about what everyone does starting out. Playing easy maps. Your first intuition might lead you to think that unlocking the 1-star pass medal is the easiest medal to unlock in the entire game. Pretty much everyone starting out plays easy maps at the 1-star level, and everyone who has progressed past this point is practically guaranteed to have this medal unlocked. It's basically an Osu player's way of saying they exist. However, the 1-star pass medal is not the easiest medal to unlock in the entire game. In fact, it's not even the easiest pass medal to unlock. According to osakai.net, more people have the 2-star pass medal unlocked than the 1-star pass medal. This could be because the 1-star pass medal is only granted when a player passes a map between 1 and 1.99 stars for the first time, making it completely possible that players could skip straight to the 2-star range and completely bypass this medal. A perfect example of this is Whitecat. After his ban completely wiped his profile, he skipped straight to playing maps at his skill level and never played the easy maps. To this day, he doesn't have either the 1-star or 2-star pass medal. Given a player is skilled enough, they can completely bypass getting these medals. So if the pass medals are not the easiest medals to unlock in the entire game because they can be bypassed due to different star ratings, what about medals that work at any star rating? The mod introduction medals are awarded to the player when they use a mod on any beat map for the first time. Every single mod in the entire game has their own unique mod introduction medal as a reward for players exploring the different facets of the game. The solution to each of these is simple: pass any map while using each mod. The star rating of the map does not matter, so if someone uses a mod for the first time, they will unlock the mod introduction medal for that specific mod. Out of all of the mod introduction medals in the entire game, the one that has the highest completion rate is time and a half. As the name implies, it is the mod introduction medal given to players for passing a map with double time for the very first time. With a completion rate of almost 94% according to osakai.net, it is a great candidate for easiest achievement in Osu. However, it's only the second easiest medal to unlock in the entire game. There is no clear loophole for bypassing this medal other than a player deliberately avoiding double time altogether, but assuming someone is willing to not use double time at least once is ridiculous. So, how are people dodging this achievement? Well, for mod introduction medals, the requirement is more strict than you think. In order to unlock every single mod introduction medal, you of course must choose your desired mod of choice. But at the same time, you also must use that mod on its lonesome. This means you can only use that mod and that mod only if you want to unlock its mod introduction medal. Combinations such as hidden double time, hidden hard rock, or any combination of 2 or more mods will not grant the player with the mod introduction medal. So, for a time and a half, its unlock can be bypassed if the player chooses to never use double time on its lonesome, such as by never using double time to begin with, or using it in conjunction with another mod like hidden or no fail. So, if pass and mod introduction medals aren't the easiest medals, what about hush hush medals? Despite their ambiguity, there are some hush hush medals in the game that are so easy that the player might unlock them by accident. The prime example of this is the hush hush medal Feel In It, which requires the player to have a max combo equal to or half of the map's BPM. Despite the seemingly random solution, there are in fact a lot of maps in the game that allow for this to happen, and it would make sense for some players to unlock this by complete coincidence by just casually playing. Many people don't even know how they unlock this medal in the first place. This medal is so easy to unlock by accident that it's the easiest hush hush medal to unlock in the entire game. However, due to its obscure nature, it probably doesn't come as a surprise that Feel In It isn't the easiest medal to unlock in the entire game. But with the list of achievements, there has to be one that is the easiest. One unlocked by the most people and nearly impossible to avoid. So, what is it? What is the easiest medal to unlock in the entire game? Well, with a completion rate of 94%, the easiest medal to unlock in the entire game is I Can See the Top. What do you have to do to unlock this medal? Well, it's simple. All you have to do is reach the top 50,000 in the Osu rankings. Wait, what? Reaching the top 50,000 in Osu can be very challenging. It will take months or even a couple of years to amass the skill necessary to reach the top 50,000. As of right now, it takes more than 5,000 PP to reach rank 50,000 in Osu Standard, which by no means is something you can obtain in one night. There must be a loophole, right? All the other medals I mentioned had some sort of way to be avoided, so there must be a way to easily obtain this medal, right? Well, you might already know the loophole to this solution, and it's fairly easy. This medal is obtained when the player reaches the top 50,000 in any Osu game mode, not just Standard. Since all the other game modes are less popular than Standard, reaching the top 50,000 is much easier. In contrast to Standard's 5,000 plus PP requirement, Mania requires only around 3,000, Taiko only requires around 100, and by far the easiest game mode to unlock the medal, Catch the Beat, only requires a measly 400 PP. Even for people who have never played Catch the Beat before and are unfamiliar with its mechanics, it would take only a few hours maximum to reach the top 50,000. Of course, you could do this in any game mode, but if you want to save the most time, then doing it in Catch is the best way to do so. But this alone doesn't explain why so many people have this medal unlocked. Even if people know about the easiest way to unlock this medal, there is no way that this many people have it unlocked, right? Well, if you think about it, at any given time, there are 200,000 different accounts inside the top 50,000 in each of the 4 game modes. There are some people who are inside the top 50,000 in multiple game modes at the same time, but there are still likely more than 150 or even 170,000 different players inside the top 50,000. Not only that, the global rankings for Osu in each game mode change all the time. Unless you're at the very top, your ranking will fluctuate tens, sometimes hundreds of ranks every single day, and the lower your rank, the more likely it is to change. And since I can see the top has the lowest rank requirement out of all the rank medals, people are unlocking this every single day as players drop outside the top 50,000 and new players enter it. Not only that, you don't have to stay inside the top 50,000 to keep the medal. Once you enter the top 50k for the first time and unlock the medal, it will permanently remain on your profile. For those who started playing years ago, there were less people to overtake to reach the top 50,000 for the first time in each game mode, and the requirements for doing so were so much easier. As of right now, you need more than 5,000 PP to reach the top 50,000 in Osu Standard. 6 years ago, in the start of 2016, 5,000 PP would have made you a 4-digit inside the top 3,000. Getting this medal back in those days was much easier than it is right now. In fact, it was practically free, and everyone ended up getting this medal for minimal effort. And since those players get to keep this medal forever, they still have it to this day, even if they are not actively playing anymore. As for today, while getting this medal isn't as easy as before, there still exists a way to make getting it easier. It's just that it might take a few hours on a game mode that is completely foreign to the majority of players. But even so, the effort it requires is pretty minimal, so if we all wanted to, we could just get this right now. In fact, for those who don't already have this medal, we could increase the completion rate for this medal by just playing Catch for a day. And maybe it might trick people into thinking we're actually decent.